join the Coffee and panel.
It's Coffee and here on ON AM and FM. Thanks for joining us on a Tuesday morning. It's August the 19th. I'm Joe Callahan. Across the table for me, Ed Carew from the Carew Investment Group. Good morning, Ed.
Hello there.
And normally Linda Tebow is with us, but she can't make it today. Having a bit of an issue of some sort. So she let me know last night. Joe, I'm not going to be able to make it in. So, okay. So, Dave Richards will join us at some point. He's out taking care of a woman in the lobby at the moment. So, Dave will join us when he can come back in. But, Ed, it's time for a first message from the Carew Investment Group.
Okay, thanks, Joe. Good morning, everyone. You know, they say in business you won't last very long if you don't know what you're doing. If that's really the case, well, we must know a thing or two at the Carew Investment Group because we've been in business since 1987, helping people just like you with their investments. At the Carew Investment Group, we employ a conservative approach to client portfolios by using only the best quality companies available, many of which pay quarterly dividends. And we look for opportunities that we expect to go up in value not every day, but over time. We take our responsibilities seriously and always place our clients first in any investment decision. If you'd like to know more or would like a free portfolio review of your current holdings, you can call Paul or me at 765-8880. Our office is conveniently located at 2190 Mendon Road, Suite 3 in Cumberland, Rhode Island, and we'd love to meet with you and see if we can help you on your investment journey. Securities are offered through Bolton Global Capital, member FINRA and SIPC, and advisory services offered through Bolton Global Asset Management, a registered investment advisor.
All right, Ed, thanks. Comments and questions can be called in 766-1240. So the first thing I wanted to bring up, Ed, is like, well, it was great while it lasted, kind of thing. As I'm driving in to the station, I'm coming down Route 295 south to get on the 146 to go north. Okay, and You come up on the Diamond Hill Road in Cumberland, and everybody's going to shift over to the center lane because they got the cones are up.
Right.
And as you were coming up to Mendon Road, you had to shift over. Well, about a week or so ago, the cones disappeared.
Oh.
And it was 3 lanes again.
Okay.
As you went under the Mendon Road overpass.
Uh-huh.
Well, maybe they're done working on that bridge after 10 years or however long it's been taking them working on that particular bridge. I'm coming down today. It's now the left lane is closed and not the right lane. Everybody over into the center lane again. Like, we had it for a week. Well, they're doing something underneath the bridge now.
Oh.
I'm not quite sure what they're doing, but you can't be in the high-speed lane. Everybody get over into 2 lanes again. Well, I said, well, that was nice while it lasted. We had 3 lanes for about a week, and now we're back to the way it's... Except the lane has shifted a little bit. And then, of course, you come up to 146, and you got to get in the center lane again to take a right because they've got it all blocked off. It's like, it makes sense to somebody, Ed. Somewhere in the DOT, this all makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
But for the general public, we're like, oh, what's going on? So I know it's a safety thing. There were workers down on the ground underneath the bridge. They weren't even up in those cherry pickers doing stuff. So, they don't want to get hit. I get it.
Yeah, that's okay. We don't want to hit them.
And I don't want to hit them because that's just a ton of paperwork you got to deal with afterwards, right? So that's what's going on there. So just something to be. But I looked on the other side, 295 going north. Well, is their high-speed lane blocked off? No. So it's just on the southbound side.
Just the side you were on.
Just the side I'm on.
Yeah.
So
they say, which side is Joe on today?
That's right.
Okay, let's move there.
So when I go home tonight, we'll see if they've switched to the other side.
Well, if they know your schedule,
well,
yes.
I'm going to show them. I'm going to go a different way. Show them. All right. The Little League World Series, Ed.
Yes.
Things are looking good for the team from Connecticut. They won again last night. And if they win, we got a note called in, 766-1240. If they win tomorrow, I'm not sure they play tomorrow, but if they win tomorrow, they will play on Saturday for the United States Championship.
Wow.
Yeah. So if they lose tomorrow, they'll still be in it because they haven't lost yet, and it's a double elimination thing, so they'll still keep playing. So good for them. The championship game for the United States will be this coming Sunday. And then you get the whole other bracket, the international bracket, where they are, Venezuela and Japan and Australia and a few other countries. They're all playing each other over there. So it's always the U.S. against another country for the Little League World Series. I don't know why they do it like that, but doesn't seem very fair.
Our
but
rules.
It's our rules. It's our country.
It's our ball.
If you don't want to play by, that's our ball. That's right. If you don't want to play our way, we're going to take our ball and go home.
Yeah,
but
that's
hey, good for Connecticut. They just keep winning, so that's great for them. Very happy for them that someone from New England is going to win it. Do you know this trivia question, Ed? I think it's only one person has won the Little League World Series, College Baseball World Series, Major League Baseball World Series. I think there's only one person that's done
Jason
it.
Varitek.
It is Jason Varitek. Very good. He's also he's also played in the World Baseball Classic.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow. Imagine that he's won those three different World Series. That's incredible.
And you thought you were the only person who knew it.
Well, I knew other people would know it, but I didn't know you were going to know it, Ed. But no, that you're right. It is. It's Jason Varitek. All right. Well, moving on to other things, we have the name of the person that died on Route 146 over this past weekend. Michael Connell from Providence was pronounced dead at the scene on Saturday night. He was going 146 south, Ed, and they just said, well, he lost control of his car and hit a guardrail, and then hit a utility pole, and his car burst into flames.
Wow.
And it's going to happen sometimes. And the first responders, I know other people stopped to try to help, but if you've been around fire, it throws you back. It's just if it's heat is incredible, and so that's what happened. They're investigating more, like why. All they're saying right now is he lost control of his car. Okay, did you hit something on the road? Were you impaired in any way? They don't say another vehicle was involved, but they're still Rhode Island State Police still investigating what's going on there. So Michael Connell, I think he was 42, from Providence, passed away in that crash. So you gotta. Have you ever been in a situation, Ed, where someone has said to you, because they think they're at a higher status than you or whatever like that, and when they say to you, well, do you know who I am? Has anyone ever said that to you?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I'm
did
sure
you know
somewhere along the line.
Did you know who they were? Usually you don't.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the Assistant Attorney General of Rhode Island pulled a "Do you know who I am?" Caught on police body cam footage, and this is down in Newport. A Special Assistant Attorney General Devon Flanagan, and that's a woman, by the way. It was outside a Newport restaurant on Thursday night. The AG's office is reviewing the incident to be completed because she was placed under arrest for being intoxicated.
Okay.
Yeah, and Newport police have released a body camera video. You can watch it, showing the arrest of her and her friend Veronica Hannon. And there she is giving a "Do you know who I am?" And then she said, "I'm an AG." Or I'm an attorney general, or something like that. You know what the police response was?
No.
I don't give a bleep. Yes, still under arrest.
Close to my response too.
It's not that funny, but I love it when people. I always find it so funny when people pull the "Do you know who I am?" card, and then whoever they say it to, they're like, it doesn't really matter who you think you are, or it's just no, I don't know who you are because it's been done to me. And do you know who I am? And I always and I always have this in the back of my mind. It's always, first of all, I'm going to say no, even if I do. But usually I don't. And I'll say no, I don't. Then they tell me who they are, and then I say that means nothing to me.
I still don't know who you are.
I still don't know who you are. You think you're very important, obviously, but you're not that important to me. Yeah. So. Now that you've said it, I'm like, nope, still don't know, still don't care, and you still don't get what you want. That's what it comes down to. You have to do this for me because I'm important. Don't you see that? No. So, fun stuff like that. So
that'll learn her.
Well, yeah. Now the Attorney General's office, they're doing their own investigation into this kind of thing. They don't want to talk about it anymore while they complete their investigation to see what happens. Do we let her go, or do we not? If she was just arrested and didn't pull that card and wasn't belligerent and like that, maybe they could have kept it quiet and we'll sweep it under the rug and you get to keep your job. But now there's body cam well, there's always body cam footage, but because you're the AG, now it makes it onto Channel 10 and Channel 12 and Channel 6, and now everybody sees it. And look at what our Assistant Attorney General is doing. And now Peter Nerona, who is the Attorney General, will have to make a decision.
Actually, she made it further than that. It was on Channel 7 Boston.
Oh, it made it up to the Boston stations. Okay. Maybe it'll go national.
Maybe.
Wouldn't that be great? Here's what's going on in Rhode Island. Here's what the Attorney General in Rhode Island.
Everyone will know who she is.
Yeah. So, okay. So, all right. But they are charged. It's weird. Two people, they were, DUI, but they're also charged for refusing to leave the Clark Cook House restaurant on Bannister's Wharf. I guess they said, you've had enough, so you got to leave, kind of thing. And they why would you refuse to leave?
I don't know.
It's bizarre.
I mean, maybe it was closing time.
Maybe it was closing time, and you got to get out. Charged with willful trespass and given a district court summons. The other woman also charged with willful trespass, disorderly conduct, and resisting arrest.
Well, from what I heard
maybe there isn't a DUI in this thing. Maybe they weren't under the influence.
Well, I didn't hear anything about DUI, but I heard about, they were supposed to leave. They were told to leave. They didn't want to leave, so they were charged with trespassing.
Okay,
because
makes sense.
The place was closing down.
Okay,
that's what I heard. Is it true or not? I don't know.
See, things people got things.
And I didn't get it on Facebook.
Things that people have to remember. Yeah, you're at a restaurant. You've been basically the owners have invited you in to come and have a meal. Once they ask you to leave, you have to leave, or you're trespassing. Same thing when you had your supermarket ad. You were inviting people to come in and buy stuff from you. But if you're going to get ugly, if you're going to be rambunctious, if you're going to cause mayhem, you had the right to say, get out. Get out and don't come back. And if you don't, back in my Cop USA days, we were throwing people out. And now they all thought they had, their constitutional right to be there. No, it's you're open to the public. Yes, but when we ask you to leave, you have to go. And they wouldn't leave. And they say they'd not trick us. They not try to trick us. They say they would warn us. When we say we're going to call the cops, and they'd say go ahead. All right, and we would. And here come the police. And guess what? The police were on our side. And I saw it happen on more than one occasion. We've asked this person to leave. They will not. And then they looked at the person. Did they ask you to leave? Yes, they did. And you're not, and you refuse to leave? Yes. And they just grab them. We're walking out. We're going outside. And they look back at us and say, you won't be hearing from them again. And sometimes we tell them, we're going to call the police. They're going to side with us. But people didn't believe us. And it was amazing.
We never had to go that far.
No?
But
Okay.
I remember people sometimes would walk in if they were closing at 9 o'clock.
5
of 9,
Yeah.
somebody come walking in. I only need a couple items.
You're like 80?
And half a shopping cart later, at
Yeah.
9:15, they're still
Looking around?
Yeah, they're looking for stuff.
We didn't have stuff like that. We had people that were just upset because they were trying to return something and they bought it like a year and a half ago, and they were mad we weren't giving them their money back. And then now they're getting loud and pounding on the table. Okay, we're not going to do what you want, and now we're asking you to leave. I'm not leaving until I get my money back. Okay, you're going to make me call the police. Go call the police because they think they had a right. I said, and we would tell some of them, I'm telling you, they're going to side with us. No, they won't. Okay, let's put it to the test. And out the door they went with the police helping them out the door. So All right, there you go. We're going to take our first break here on the Coffee and program. You can call in comments and questions, 766-1240. Ed, time for a second message from the Carew Investment Group.
Okay, thanks again, Joe. Good morning again, everyone. Ed Carew here of the Carew Investment Group. Phone number is 765-8880, and we've got some simple advice about investing. Well, the truth is there is no simple advice about investing. The old days of financial uptrends and downtrends lasting for days, weeks, and months are long gone. Sometimes trends last for only part of a day before changing direction. And investing is not an activity for those who can't take the time to study each twist and turn for the opportunity that it truly presents. Since 1987, we've seen them all, and we'll invest for you the same way we invest for ourselves, carefully, very carefully, and it won't cost you a nickel to talk about it with us. So give us a call at 765-8880. Our office is conveniently located at 2190 Mendon Road, Suite 3 in Cumberland, Rhode Island. And securities are offered through Bolton Global Capital, member FINRA and SIPC, and advisory services offered through Bolton Global Asset Management, a registered investment advisor.
All right, Ed, thanks. And the Coffee and program will continue right here on ON Radio.
You're tuned to ON, AM, and FM.
Every choice counts. When you drink and drive, you're not just risking your life, you're risking everyone's. One moment of carelessness can change everything. A family, a future, a life, gone in an instant. Make the smart choice. Call a ride, stay safe, and protect those you love. Don't drink and drive. This timely message is brought to you by Timeless Antiques and Collectibles of Woonsocket. Visit them on Facebook.
A smooth, close Barbasol shave in the morning lifts your confidence. That rich, creamy lather will catapult you to greatness. Nothing can stop you today. Well, except that traffic jam. Barbasol, it's a can of can-do.
Lowe's knows tough jobs call for tougher tools. The new DeWalt Elite Series power tool accessories are built to last for the pro who doesn't stop. With precision fitment, durability, and impact resistance, finishing jobs faster has never been easier. Shop the new DeWalt Elite Series at an everyday low price exclusively at Lowe's. We help, you save.
This summer, try the new Strato Frappuccino blended beverage at Starbucks. It's the classic blended iced coffee you know and love, now topped with a creamy layer of handcrafted brown sugar cold foam. Available for a limited time. Your Strato Frappuccino is ready at Starbucks.
The Coffee and panel is enjoying coffee from Down East Coffee Roasters. All their coffee is roasted right here in Rhode Island. Down East Coffee Roasters is available at all Little General stores. It is Coffee In on ON, AM, and FM. Thanks for joining us. Joe Callan here with Ed Carew. Dave Richards is here as well. And the Feds are meeting in Jackson Hole, Wyoming this week.
Yes.
For how many days?
Thursday and Friday.
Thursday and Friday?
Yeah, the rest of the time they'll be fishing.
Well, there won't be skiing.
No, they won't be.
Although
Do
you
they
can
call
go
that a
mountain
junket
hiking.
or a jello?
I'm not sure what they call it.
Are they going to decide not to do anything, or will they decide to do something?
They're not going to decide anything.
Nothing?
No,
Okay.
no. This is not a. This is
Who
not
cooks
a
the
Fed
bass? That's
meeting
what
to
we
make
wanna
the
know.
Decisions.
Okay.
No, that's next month.
Okay.
They're just going there to talk about stuff.
Why are they going all the way to Jackson Hole, Wyoming?
Because the Kansas City Fed, for some reason, has their annual meeting in Jackson Hole.
Okay, well, it's incredibly nice there.
Yeah.
Expensive there if you ever go skiing.
That's probably
during
another
ski
reason
season.
they go there.
Well, but not going to be skiing in August. Although it's beautiful area out that way. Well, okay. And will you be going, Ed?
No,
you're not. No, not
no.
this time. Okay.
No.
All right.
Now, is that because you weren't invited, or
That's
because
right.
you just don't care?
I wasn't invited,
Little of
and
both?
I just don't care.
Yeah, there you go.
So the president meets with Putin. The president meets with Zelensky. Is it affecting the stock market in any way?
No, not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
No.
Because nothing's been decided
Yeah.
between the presidents. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. I don't even know that there would be a big reaction if they come out and say, "Okay, we're going to stop the war." I would think that would be a positive, but I don't know. Sometimes you get a different reaction than you expect.
Yeah. Okay.
From a news item.
All right, so let's see. So, back to the Attorney General's office. We have a person that has filed paperwork and wants to be the Attorney General. He's going to run. Keith Hoffman plans to run for Attorney General next year, becoming the first candidate to formally enter the race to replace Peter Nerona, who is term limited. And the 38-year-old Democrat says Rhode Island needs an experienced, energetic leader who's ready to fight to protect them from corporate wrongdoers. So he sounds like Superman. The wrongdoers, crime, and the unprecedented reckless overreach of the current federal administration. I would say he's not a Trump supporter, right off the bat. So, okay. So he's the first to say that he wants to be the Attorney General. Nothing from the other side just yet. So, okay. We'll see. We'll see how that. Doesn't say what town he's from. You know, Dave? Any idea?
Which one?
Keith Hoffman. What? It doesn't say what town he's from.
No.
Didn't
I'm
know
sorry,
if he
I
was
don't
from
know.
up this way or not. Just wondering. Okay.
No, I'm sorry, I don't know.
All right. Dave had the story about the man from Exeter that was sentenced for murder. 63-year-old man sentenced for killing his roommate. Quite a few years ago. If I got this right, this man killed this woman in her bedroom after they had an argument. He didn't use a gun, and he didn't use a knife. He used a rock. Hit her in the head 8 times. Like, wow. So we need rocks, against the law now, Ed. Because it's the rock's fault. No, not the rock's fault.
No.
All right. But he got the most in prison, right, Dave? Life in prison. That's the most you can get in Rhode Island.
That is the most you can get.
Yeah,
is life imprisonment.
Found guilty, first-degree murder. Yeah, not second degree or anything like that. This is almost premeditated. So okay. And so you don't hear about this story too much, but Dave's got the story this morning. When people act up on an airplane, and usually the other passengers will get together and hold the person down, and they've got zip ties now. They can tie him to the seat, and wherever you land, here come the marshals, and here come the police to come in and get you. Well, you know what? The same thing's going to happen if you're doing stupid stuff on the Block Island ferry.
Oh, really?
Unless you think you can swim, and you jump overboard. But and no kid, a 60-year-old man charged with disorderly conduct after an incident on the Block Island ferry. This man is from East Lyme, Connecticut, and he was arrested by the Rhode Island State Troopers when the boat pulls into the dock at Point Judith. He's coming back from the island. How do you not know that the police are going to be waiting for you? And no one gets off the boat until the police come on and arrest the person they're getting. That comes first. So just not too bright.
Brilliant.
It's brilliant. That's right. So he got a late ferry. They got in around 6:30 last Friday, and they got him. And he was arraigned by Justice of the Peace. He was released pending a court appearance. Makes you wonder. I know, at least there used to be. There used to be you could drink on the Block Island ferry. Used to be. I'm pretty sure there's still a bar.
I don't know.
On there. It's been so long since I've been on the ferry. I don't think Dave's ever been on the ferry. You haven't been on the Block Island ferry, have you?
Well, I've never gone to Block Island.
Wow. Okay, so you wouldn't know. So
when I wanted to, people told me, no, it's nothing but a tourist trap out there. Don't bother. Then when I got older, they said, no, it's just a bunch of drunken boozers out there. Don't bother. It's not worth your money. Well, that's what I was told because, I grew up here in Rhode Island.
Okay.
And then when I tried to get the Coffee and Show to go to Block Island in 1995 in June to celebrate the 40th anniversary of the last time Coffee and broadcast from Block Island at the beginning of the season, I found that the Block Island ferry has a regular schedule of boats going over to Block Island, but not a regular schedule of coming back in 1995. It was on island time. They didn't leave until they were full.
Oh, okay.
And I said, I've got business people who are going to go over there. They have to get up real early. We'll get them all down there in a little minibus. We'll get them on the ferry. We'll go in there. We'll have Block Island. We'll do the whole thing like that. Then they got to get to work afterwards.
The ferry doesn't care.
And the ferry said, well, We usually leave around 11:30. I said, the show's over at 9. You know, these people have to make it back up to Woonsocket or close by. And they said, well, the best we can do for you,
Yeah.
we're on island time when we get to the island. When we're on the mainland, we're on regular time.
Yeah.
When we're on the island, we are on island time.
That may have changed since 1995.
Well, I'm
by the
saying,
way.
yeah, it may have changed now, but I remember this. But I almost made it to Block Island.
All right.
And I talked to the Chamber of Commerce there and the people at the hotel and all the rest of that stuff. And everything was looking pretty good until I found out that we couldn't get my panelists back
In time.
in a timely manner. So we dropped the whole idea. What a disappointment that was. So in case people understand, I mean, when I was younger, I was discouraged from going. And then later on, when I tried to get there as an adult, it didn't come together.
It's not the tourist trap you think it is.
Good.
Some people enjoy it better than Martha's Vineyard or Nantucket.
Because we now
it's-
know
it's
people who
calmer.
live there on Block Island.
Yeah.
And professional people who I'm sure have figured all this out.
Yeah, there's shops right when you get off the ferry. You pick up a Block
Well,
Island.
there should be.
Sweatshirt, T-shirts, things. Yeah, they're right there, ready to go. And that's where you rent your mopeds if they still rent mopeds, and get an ice cream in like that. There is a lot of drinking on the island because there's really not much else to do.
Hey, any island you go to, there's a lot of drinking.
there
you want to go to Barbados? You want to
Well,
go
yeah.
right? You want to go to St. Thomas?
Ed, is that true down in Aruba?
Oh yeah.
Oh, well, there-
yeah.
okay,
Aruba.
there you go.
My goodness, right? The only thing they got that's bigger, the only thing in Aruba they got that's bigger than the power plant on the other end of the island is the distillery.
Is that true, Ed? Is there a big distillery on the island?
Well, yeah,
Yeah?
Balashi beer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
So
It's really, really good stuff.
No, all
This
right.
is made with
I
Aruban
took
water.
I took the tour one time to Martha's Vineyard, and then when you get there, you could take a tour of the island.
Yeah.
So
they don't
being
have that
tourists,
on the block.
No, it's too small.
Yeah.
But there's a little circular tour of Martha's Vineyard that you can take, and it happened to be a young, enterprising sort, good with a phrase, very entertaining talker.
All right.
And running a school bus. And so they had the big buses like the Peter Pan buses, but he had a little school bus, and I said, let's go on that one. So we did, and it was I remember it to this day. And he did say, at a serious point, he said, there's a lot of drinking goes on in the island. It says, as a matter of fact, during the wintertime, I can tell you, because I just became a permanent island resident, that there is so little else to do in the wintertime. Yeah. Just social drinking gets to be all day.
Okay. You just need to look at it as, like, let's say you wanted to take a day and go to one of the beaches in South County.
Right.
And then people say, oh, do we go to Charlestown? Do we go to Narragansett? Do we go to Scarborough? You can always say, let's go to the beach at Block Island if you're just looking for something to do. Cost a little more because you can take the ferry, of course. But you can take the ferry off. The beach is within walking distance of the ferry. Just walk to the beach, spend all day at the beach, bring your food with you, and then just get on the ferry and go home. So you can look at it that way, Dave.
Yeah,
you don't
guess
have
so.
to do anything else on the island. 'Cause I think I like the beach on Block Island. All right, we're going to take a break here on the Coffee and program once again. Time for a look at the forecast, and that's being brought to you by Mothers Against Drunk Driving.
Partly sunny skies today with a high of 75 degrees and calm wind. Tonight, partly cloudy, overnight low of 55, a breeze from the east. Wednesday's weather, a 40% chance of a shower or thunderstorm, mostly cloudy with a high of 70 degrees and calm wind for the most part. Thursday, mostly sunny sky with a high of 73. Friday, mostly sunny and a high of 78. Saturday, sunshine and 82. Sunday, mostly sunny and 81. And next Monday, partly sunny skies, high of 80.
Outside the Navigant Credit Union broadcast studio on the corner of Park Ave and Kennedy Street with sunny skies, we have 55 degrees. For victims of drunk and drug driving, your grief is unique, but you are not alone. You always have a place at MAD. Call the 24-hour victim helpline at 877-MAD-HELP or visit mad.org. Every choice counts. When you drink and drive, you're not just risking your life, you're risking everyone's. One moment of carelessness can change everything. A family, a future, a life, gone in an instant. Make the smart choice. Call a ride, stay safe, and protect those you love. don't drink and drive. This timely message is brought to you by Dean Bank. Visit deanbank.com. Picture this. You're driving, glancing at a text. Just 3 seconds. That's all it takes to miss the car braking ahead. Distracted driving kills over 3,000 people every year. A text, a call, a quick scroll, it can wait. Your life and others can't. Put the phone down. Eyes on the road. Arrive alive. This timely message is brought to you by Landmark Medical Center. Visit landmarkmedical.org.
Blackstone Valley's ON Radio.
It is Coffee In here on ON AM and FM. Thanks for joining us. Joe Callan here with Ed Crew and Dave Richards. You know, we haven't heard about Karen Reed in, about a week.
Oh, jeez.
She's back in the news. Well, not really her. You know, her lawyers
Her
lawyers are in the
He's
news.
gotten another high-profile case, hasn't he?
Maybe. I'm not following that. But Karen Reed, her lawyers, are seeking to have 4 of the 5 counts dismissed in the wrongful death lawsuit that's been filed against her. 4 out of the 5. Reed was acquitted of charges related to the death of John O'Keefe in Canton in July. The O'Keefe family has filed a lawsuit against Reed. She has filed a motion, or her lawyers have filed a motion with the court to dismiss counts alleging reckless infliction of emotional distress on the family. Reed also vehemently denies that she's liable to the family, saying there was no collision between her SUV and O'Keefe. Well, that's what the lawyers keep doing. They keep putting in the motions. You know, let's get this dismissed. Let's get that dismissed. I mean, does it happen? It might. It might not. So, but that's what keeps the lawyers busy, writing up the motions. We got to keep. You just. What was it? I'm always a fan of the movie MASH. And Radar said one time, they asked him something, does this make any sense to you? Well, none of it makes any sense. It's just, if you just got to file the correct amount of paperwork to get what you want. And if you do that, then you're gonna get what you want. So it's the same thing here. We're just gonna keep filing the paperwork until we get what we want. Yeah. And that's the deal there. So okay, you've been following this all about up in Massachusetts, Ed, the Suffolk County Sheriff, Stephen Tompkins. He's going to be arraigned.
Yeah. That's got to get arrested in Florida.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. He'll be arraigned in Boston Federal Court Thursday. Now, he's arrested earlier this month in Florida, charged with extorting a cannabis company in Massachusetts. He was released from custody in Florida. Said, no, you have to return to Boston within a certain time. And he was allowed to return to Massachusetts on his own for his court appearance that took place this week. He was expected to be arraigned tomorrow, but the hearing was pushed back due to a scheduling conflict at the court system. So now he'll be arraigned in Thursday. He'll probably be released on bail or his own recognizance or whatever. And as that case keeps moving right along. So okay, can't be extorting these companies, Ed. You know, that's bad news. And I heard Dave do this story. Our favorite mayor in Massachusetts.
Okay.
Is
Mayor Wu.
Mayor Wu of Boston. Yeah. Okay. Boston has until tomorrow to outline how it will comply with federal immigration enforcement. Okay. There are 35 so-called sanctuary jurisdictions in Massachusetts received a deadline letter from the U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi last week. However, it did not say what penalties could be imposed for noncompliance. Boston Mayor Michelle Wu responded, saying Boston, quote, does not back down to bullies. I guess Pam Bondi's a bully now. And, quote, does not back down in the face of threats. She'll do what she wants, Ed.
Well, that's we all know Boston has been a sanctuary city for a long
forever,
time.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and she wants to keep it that way. So okay. Although I've seen her back down before on some things. When push comes to shove, she will back down.
Yeah.
I think she will in this case at some point, especially if the head of ICE shows up. I want to speak to you, kind of thing. So, but we'll see. I mean, she's standing strong now, but we'll see what happens a little bit down the road. Let's see. Two planes had to return to Boston last night. Nothing to do with crazy people on the plane, so that's good. but in-flight maintenance issues
Oh,
caused,
really?
caused 2 planes to return to Boston. Yeah. A Delta flight that took off, it was headed for Salt Lake City, turned back, had to go back to Logan, on an alert regarding one of the aircraft's doors. Guess it was showing that it wasn't closed properly. And then American Airlines flight that was going to Philadelphia, they had to return due to an unspecified maintenance problem. NBC 10 Boston also reported both planes landed safely, no reported injuries. All right. I was on a plane one time. We didn't get up in the air. We got out to we aren't on the tarmac. We were in line to take off. When the word came back, we have to go back to the gate. And so, the planes go at 20 miles an hour when they're going back to the terminal. And they don't go very fast.
No,
so
doesn't seem to be anyway.
And so they go back, and you know what the problem was?
No.
One of the drink carts, all right, wasn't properly anchored correctly in the plane.
Yeah. And
And
so
I'm-
they had to go back for that?
That's what I said. I said, why doesn't the flight attendant take the little hook and put it in the little hole, and now it's secured?
Yeah. I mean, they do come by with...
They push it with the
they
drinks.
push it, and then when they're done, they put it back.
Apparently, no. Someone on the ground, and I don't know if this was because it's a union job or what, because you're not in the air yet, you're still union ground
Yeah.
people. Someone off the ground had to come up and do that job.
Wow.
I go, we're now 30 minutes late because we had to wait. We had to go back, have you do this, then get back out and get back in line again. And that's what, but that was the maintenance issue. Because this one cart wasn't properly secured at the right time. And I'm like, it makes you grit your teeth, makes you shake your head, and makes you go, this is what's wrong with America, kind of thing. It's like, why is this so hard? So, but all right. So, but everybody's got a good flight story of things like that. I guess it would have been worse if we were up in the air. Well, maybe the flight attendant's going to take care of that.
Yeah, if it was up in the air, they would have...
Just done it.
Yeah.
Yeah. This issue's with the 2 planes with the door thing. That's an issue. We can't have the door flying open. But I've never been on a plane where it's got up in the air and then said, "Sorry, we're going to turn around and go back." Have you?
No.
Have you? Okay, then maybe we're the lucky ones. That has not happened. Where
With the thousands of flights that go on
every day. Yeah.
I think the amount of
it's
problems like this are very, few and far between.
Yep. All right. Are you one of those guys that likes to sit where the emergency exit door is?
No, I
No.
like to sit in one of the first 5 rows so I can get the heck out.
Out quickly? Okay. Because they always come by, if there's an emergency, are you willing to open the door kind of thing?
Mm-hmm.
Usually I'm the one that sits like right behind that row. That way someone else can open the door and I can get out real quick. and people aren't looking at me to open the door. So
Hey, you
okay.
open the door.
All right. The company Swatch, they make the
Okay,
watches.
They make those watches?
Yeah. Is that a public company?
I don't know.
No? Okay. Well, Swatch, they're out of Switzerland, all right? They've had to apologize. They made some ads, and it showed a male Asian model pulling up and back on the corners of his eyes to make him look more slanted. Why? Not quite sure what the point is of them doing this. The Swiss watchmaker scrapped the ads after backlash and accusations of racism in China, as many said it looked like someone making a racist taunt about Asian eyes, even though the model was Asian. All right? The company said it has apologized for any distress or misunderstanding. And we're looking for a new ad agency. So who came up with this? Who thought this was a good idea? So I don't know. We've heard it up in Boston, Ed, that in the city there's a bit of a rat problem.
Yes.
In Massachusetts,
Well,
up in
especially
Boston,
with the Republic Services
not
being
picking
on
up the
strike.
trash. Yeah, that still hasn't been settled yet, has it?
Nope.
No, it hasn't. Okay, but they're not the only ones. Out in California, there are almond orchards
Yeah.
where you grow the almonds,
Yeah.
they're facing a severe rat infestation. I guess the rats like the nuts. Well, they're healthy. They're good for you. In the San Joaquin Valley alone, over 100,000 acres are impacted by this rat infestation. That comes at a loss estimated between $109 million and $300 million. That's how many almonds they're eating.
Wow.
No wonder they cost so much money. The issue emerged unexpectedly last fall and may worsen without intervention. I wonder why they haven't done anything about it. Experts say increased rat populations are due to drought-related farmland inactivity in the early 2020s, which halted pest control. Though farmland recovered, stricter pesticide regulations have hindered effective rodent management. The Golden State, California, grows all of the nation's commercially produced almonds. It produces over 75% of the world's almonds. They're only grown in California. That I didn't know. You'd think they'd be grown in another state, but okay. I'm no extermination expert. I know California's very big on the no trying to keep everybody healthy. Understandable. But just do we need to get a lot of cats? I wonder about that.
Isn't it a sanctuary state?
Yes.
Okay. That's why.
But if I think I have this right, at Disney World, the Magic Kingdom, when they close down for the night, they let the cats out. There's like a group of like 20 of them, and that's why you don't see any mice. Well, this is what they say. That's why you don't see any mice or rats in the Magic Kingdom, because they're on the hunt. And I don't know. And then I don't know how they do it, but then they corral them sometime in the morning.
They're herding cats.
They're herding cats. I'm like, how do you do that? I thought that was an impossibility. But maybe they got the cats trained. Okay, when the sun comes up, it's like Dracula. When the sun comes up, oh, now it's time to sleep. We go back and we know where our food is kept and water is kept and where our warm bed is. Okay, now it's time to go back to wherever that is and sleep. And we'll be back tomorrow night and to do what our natural instincts of going hunting. And so that's why Disney says that. So wouldn't that work at the almond orchard? Don't borrow the ones from Disney. Go get your own cats. But
get your own cats.
well,
Yeah.
Just but I'm no extermination expert, so I don't know if it would work or not. So there you go. I don't know if you heard about this guy. And people love to go hiking. And I get it. It's fun. Let's go to the top of the mountain and people walk the Appalachian Trail.
Yeah.
Every year, a hiker in Tennessee has died because he was bitten by a snake, but he picked up the snake with his hands. Oh, he's cute. I'll just go grab him. Yeah, it happened earlier this month at the Savage Gulf State Park in Tennessee. Medical crews reached the victim a half a mile down a trail, performed CPR, but he later died at the hospital. The snake, believed to have been a timber rattler. It's a rattlesnake.
Yeah.
Apparently bit the victim on the hand.
Uh-huh.
They're just doing what they do, okay?
That's right.
It's unclear why the man was handling the snake. First of all, rattlesnakes make a noise, and they let you know you're too close to me. You should back away.
Yeah.
But why you would go pick up a snake? Any snake?
Yeah, really. Yeah.
I know, and there are snake handlers out there, and I know there's some people that keep snake as pets. Yeah, I know, and they pick them up. Oh, they're docile and they're fine. Okay, maybe the one you go and get at Petco. I don't know. Maybe they are. You're not picking up a rattlesnake at
Yeah,
Petco.
right.
Picking up a snake in the wild is just one of those just dumb. What are you thinking moments? And this is one of those times, and the venom is very strong, and it gets you once, and if you don't get the help immediately, you're gonna die, and that's what happened to this guy in Tennessee. And since he died, you're not going to find out. Hey, why'd you pick up the snake?
Yeah, right, really.
I thought it was a good idea. Obviously not. So, all right. So, Don't be picking up snakes when you're walking along the Appalachian Trail. Okay? All right. More Coffee and coming your way. Stick around.
The best variety of music. ON 1240.
It's summer, and the last thing you're thinking about is, are my gutters filling with leaves? You can get you some peace of mind with Leaf Filter, America's #1 gutter protection company. You'll never have to clean out your gutters again. And right now, you can get a free inspection, free estimate, and save up to 30% off your entire purchase at leaffilter.com/Bob and Sherry. I know I could live the rest of my life never thinking about my gutters again. An investment in Leaf Filter is an investment that protects your whole home. It's your permanent solution to clogged gutters, and you can let Leaf Filter's trusted pros handle it, and every installation comes with a lifetime no clogs guarantee. Don't spend your summer worrying about gutters. Schedule your free inspection and get up to 30% off your entire purchase at leaffilter.com/Bob and Sherry. That's LEAF filter.com/Bob and Sherry. That's a free estimate, free inspection, and 30% off at LEAF filter.com/Bob and Sherry.
See representative for warranty details.
ON, AM, and FM.
All right, it's Coffee and here on ON AM and FM. Thanks for joining us. Joe Callahan here. Ed Carew is here. Dave Richards pops in and out. All right, I don't know, this may be good news, Ed. Good news for some people.
Okay.
Other people are going to be like, well, okay. But people, KFC does very well, I think. And every once in a while, I'll have a meal. We're talking like once every 10 months. It's real. Few and far between. But anyway, for the KFC people, KFC is bringing back 2 discontinued menu items. According to a news release, the food chain will return its potato wedges as well as its hot and spicy wings nationwide after, quote, obsessive demand, unquote, from fans. People have a lot of time. They're just writing to KFC headquarters, bring back the potato wedges. The popular potato wedges were discontinued and replaced by secret recipe fries in 2020, while the hot and spicy wings will return after a nearly 2-year hiatus. According to the company, both are being offered while supplies last, and it comes as KFC rolls out several other promotions in time for back to school and the upcoming fall football season. I remember those ads come out, get a bucket while you're watching the game, kind of thing. That's actually very smart of them to do that. Makes back to school, that I'm not quite sure of, but okay. One of my favorite comedians, he's passed away. His name is John Pinette, and kind of a larger guy. But he has a whole thing.
Funny.
What's that?
He is funny.
He is funny. He has a whole thing about he doesn't like standing in line bothers him at food places.
Yeah.
Like like KFC, and his joke goes, because there's always someone in front of him, and when they get to the counter, that's when they decide. They look up at the menu. Well, let's see, what do I want? And he's like, it's KFC. They've got chicken. You know what else they got? They got chicken. That's right. You want chicken or chicken? If you have to decide, step out of the line. That's his whole shtick. The other one is when he goes to McDonald's and someone steps up and goes, okay, what do they have? He goes, what do they have? It's McDonald's. He goes, I've known what they've had since I was 6.
Oh, the filet mignon, medium
Yeah,
rare,
that's right. Oh, you don't have that?
Delmonico potatoes.
And the ice cream from the machine that never works. Let's see. We've been hearing it basically all summer. Down in Texas, there was an outbreak of measles.
Yeah.
In a particular area of Texas. Well, they've declared that the measles outbreak is over. This is according to the Department of State Health Services. It is said that more than 42 days since a new case has been reported of measles. All right. It started in a West Texas community that has the lowest vaccination rates in the state. The latest statistics show that there were 762 cases since late January. More than 2/3 were in children. A total of 99 people were hospitalized, and 2 people died from the measles. A third death in neighboring New Mexico has also been linked to the outbreak. But they're saying we haven't had a new case of measles in 42 days I guess that's the cutoff point. And they're saying, well, that's it. Outbreak is done. Hopefully they're right.
Yeah, hopefully they're right. Now that they said that, it's like everything else.
Someone's going to walk in.
The next couple of days.
Someone's going to walk into the. Hey, what's this? What's this on my face? It looks like the measles. Already. Just letting you know, Ed. I know you don't care, but the Powerball jackpot. No one won last night.
Oh, I care.
Oh, you do? Oh, okay. No one won last night.
Oh, that's too bad.
Well, some people might need a financial advisor if they win big. So there's a residual care there.
That's right.
You know?
That's right.
Right, Ed.
That's
right. I mean, that would be my advice to a family member who wins it big.
Well, the first thing you do is
you want to call Ed and just make sure that you're doing this right.
Yeah. $643 million is the jackpot now, and that'll be drawn on Wednesday.
How much?
643.
Yeah, but that's only like 300 million in right away real money.
Yeah, well, if you take the lump sum, and after they take the taxes and everything else out, you walk away with just over $292 million.
Well, that's what I said, near 300. Isn't it?
Yeah, almost 300. So there you go.
What a rip-off.
It's a money-making thing, Ed.
I don't see $1 here or $292 million there.
No, it's $2 to play.
It's $2.
Yeah.
It's $2 now. Yeah. Shows you how long you've been.
That's the last time you bought a ticket.
And an extra $1 to get the Powerball.
Oh, you can
option.
Yeah, I don't do that.
No.
Yeah, you can pay more. The Exciter or something like that.
Yeah.
So you end up making more money if you actually try to win. But.
Wow. I guess you know that I don't play Powerball.
Well,
me either, but I have someone close who does. So I see it.
Well, it was a week ago, Ed. I decided to play it, and I only won $7. I matched 3.
Did you?
Yeah, and that's all you get when you match 3. And
yeah, but the people who are sick will tell you. When I say that, I mean to say that the people who are like really into this and not dealing with reality, they will say, "See, you should have put the big money down on that. When you won the 3, you'd have won big."
But I just do the quick pick, so
because you got 7 for 2.
Yeah.
Imagine if you put $100 down, you'd have gone to dinner. If you'd have put $1,000 down, you could have bought a car.
I probably still just would have got $7. But it's weird, Ed, because the winnings start at like $4. Like if you match the Powerball, it's $4.
Okay.
I matched 3 regular Powerballs, not the Powerball, just the 3. That was $7.
Yeah.
If I had matched just one more, the prize jumps to $100. That's it. But then when it jumps up to the next one, it jumps up to $50,000. I don't know why there's such a large gap between prizes. I wish
it has to do with the odds, Joe.
I wish they'd change that.
The odds of it happening.
They should change that.
To keep you coming back.
That's got, but it didn't work because I haven't played it since I won my $7.
Oh, that's it.
Actually, I didn't win. I lost 13. That's how it really comes down to.
That's probably why you haven't gone back. It was a net loss.
It was a net. It was a net loss. That's right. But only if you look at it that way. I guess that's how you're supposed to look at it. All right. Let's see. What is this? Where are these guys? Squirrels.
Squirrels.
Yes. Little furry gray things you see
zombie
running all over
squirrels in the news.
Zombie squirrels are in the news. Squirrels with oozing warts are being spotted throughout the United States. According to reports from the Daily Mail, what's the Daily Mail?
That's a publication.
Is it? Oh, okay. Photos of zombie squirrels have been captured and shared on social media since 2023, or the recent surge this summer, and experts claim the rodents are likely suffering from squirrel fibromatosis. That's too bad, isn't it?
Yeah.
That they have this disease.
I guess so. There must be a drug in stage 2 clinical trials to take care of that.
The viral skin disease is caused by, Leporhynchopox virus, and results in wart-like tumors with an oozing fluid that typically clears up on its own. Oh, they don't have to go down to CVS and pick up a prescription. Isn't that nice?
Well, good.
The condition could become fatal for some infected squirrels. That's too bad. But they are reportedly not a threat to humans, pets, or birds.
Peter, are you listening? His name is Joe Callahan.
They're not a threat to humans, pets, birds, despite their appearance. So they're not
see.
very pleasant to look at. But speaking of PETA, we had the story yesterday. You know what they're mad at? You know who they're mad at now?
I don't know. Not me. I feed the animals.
Nope. They're mad at Nintendo.
Nintendo.
You know
Yeah.
who Nintendo are,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
The video game company.
Yeah.
They make video because in one of their games, Mario Kart World, I think that's the name of the game,
Yeah.
which is a driving game, by the way. There's a character that's a cow,
Yeah.
and the cow has a nose ring,
Yeah.
and they're mad that the cow has a nose ring, and they want the Nintendo people to remove the ring from the cow.
Maybe the cow has mad cow, so it put a nose ring.
Not according to Nintendo. I don't think they've responded to them yet. But according to fans of the game, this character, this cow character, who's been with the game since it started,
Right.
has always had this nose ring in.
Uh-huh.
It's not something new. It's always been there.
Oh, wow.
The PETA people, you know why they're mad, Ed? Why are
No.
the PETA people mad?
I don't know.
Well, in real life,
Yeah.
they put rings into cows' noses so we can drag them to certain places and ultimately to their death, like at the slaughterhouse.
Uh-huh.
So PETA's mad, and they want them to take out the nose ring.
Okay.
I don't think it's going to happen because I think it's a cartoon. First of all, we're not really doing this to a real
Well,
cow, you know.
when discontented people get what they want, they just want something else.
They want more.
Yeah. Yeah.
They will find something else to want.
Well,
And when you work very, very
Some of
hard
the-
to keep them happy, you realize the futility of it all.
when you don't have a real animal to complain about, let's go after fake animals now.
And do you want me to spout off on these awful TV spots soliciting money for battling animal cruelty? Anybody who really feels strongly about animal cruelty, and in my view, most people should, they already know where the places are where they can lend their assistance, monetarily or otherwise. But of course, when you run a big national organization, it takes a lot of money to feed it, and so to get the money, they go out and they put these ads out that you see on many of the pay cable TV channels. We call them per inquiry ads. They're solicitation ads for money and stuff like that.
It's to save the dogs, right?
Oh, you know, I've said this before. I don't own an animal because with my lifestyle and my work schedule, I cannot treat an animal the way I want to treat an animal. So I don't have a pet.
Okay.
Seriously, because I can't do that to it. I had one pet. I had one dog when I was a very young boy. Got a chance to spend all my time with that dog, and that was just fine. But I was a kid. I had no responsibilities. I could do that. I can't do that now in my adult life. So
You don't
I
have
won't
one.
have a pet because I can't treat it as well as I want to treat it. So, okay, fine. That's my personal choice. But it gives you an idea how I feel about animals. And when I see the photography, the shots, the videos that they had of suffering animals on there for no other reason than to shock you and open up your pocketbook to make it stop, I'm saying,
Save the
how
animals.
could you possibly let that animal suffer long enough to take those pictures?
It's only 30 more seconds, and then we'll give the dog something to eat.
And I'm saying to myself, awful, awful production company. And the people who okayed this do not have my kind of thoughts about
Yep.
animals.
Well, all right.
So
Ed-
it just makes me so mad I shut off
Okay.
the TV show and go watch something else.
Oh, it makes sense. Before we wrap things up, there are over 6,000 new words being added to the Cambridge Dictionary.
Really?
So start using this.
6,000?
6,000, yeah.
We
So-
always hear of a few every year.
Well, they said 6,000 new words have been added. So try to use this in your everyday vocabulary now, Ed. Words like skibidi, tradwife, I think it's tradwife, and delulu.
All right.
I think that's got to be delusional, but I'm not positive on that one. They're being added to reflect the growing influence of internet culture on the English language. So
I'll
try to work that in.
I'll try to include those in my newsletter this weekend.
Oh, that'd be great. You want the story so you spell it right? All right, that'll do it for the show for today. Thank you very much for listening in. Ed Crew, thanks for being here.
Always a pleasure.
All right, and Dave, thanks for
being here,
coming around as well.
Yes, it's great being here, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Very good.
Yes, Gary's coming up.
Yes,
I know I wanted to say something.
I'll be here at 2, and Gary Smith and the crew. Do you remember is coming up after the 9 o'clock news on ON Radio.
Broadcasting live and local daily from the Navigant Credit Union broadcast studio at the corner of Park Avenue and Kennedy Street. This is WOON Woonsocket Radio. And now, the news.